Today we're going to do a quick lesson on crafting the ideal About Us page. The surprising truth is that the About Us page is one of the most overlooked pages on your site. Also, it's one of the most potentially influential pages where you can create a strong impression on your users. However, most people really miss the boat on this and practice minimalist marketing, where they just slap up a quick About Us page and the caption says the generic bland About Us and just has one bland paragraph of information. Generic, bland, blah. Let's take a look at a better way. Learning by example and studying those who do it right is probably the easiest way to learn. So rather than going through a bunch of boring slides, let's just go over a live example, item by item, and get straight to the point. I've combed the internet and found a nearly perfect example of an About Us page for you to follow. So let's study it and break it down. Item number one is that there's a strong branding on the page. So this example is Strategic Profits, Rich Schefren's site. And he very clearly conveys his brand on that site. It's very easy to find, very prominent, simple, and makes an impression. Item number two is social proof. And he's got lots of social proof all over this site. This is really important. Now, not everybody is going to be able to say that they've been featured on CBS. I understand that. However, there are lots of ways that you can get this social proof. You can do guest blog posting on related popular blogs and say as featured on and put the logo of the prominent blog up there. You can use your realtor association or your bar association or your local marketing association logo, emblems, or other badges. There's all kinds of ways that you can get that creative social proof. So think outside the box a little bit and go out there and get some social proof that you can put on your site. Put at least 3 or 4 pieces of social proof up there. Item number 3. Look at what he does for the title. Most sites will simply say About Us, or some might step up the effort a little bit and say About Rich Schefren. Instead of that blah approach, right, he creates a mission statement. He tells you exactly how he's going to help you. Listen to what he says as I read it. Here's how strategicprofits.com helps you to eliminate wasted marketing efforts to increase your profits and vacation time. Wow, that's got some punch, and it makes a strong impression. And who doesn't want to increase their vacation time, right? He's treating this About Us page as a sales page. That's right, a sales page. Who is he selling? What's he selling? He's selling you on the notion of accepting him as someone that can help you increase your profits and give you more vacation time. Item number 4 is the content. This is well-crafted, quality, and engaging content that tells his story. I'm only showing you the first page here, but as we look at more, you'll see that there's quite a bit of content and there's a storyline to it. It's copywriting, and it's really a sales page, and that's the way you need to think of this. Let's take a look at some more items. Now, as we jump into the next page, you can see he's included an image of himself. This image is very important. You see, we connect with people on several emotional levels, and emotional triggers are what make those connections. Sales, as you should know, are driven by emotional triggers. So putting an image on your About Us page is critical because it allows you to make that emotional connection with your readers. If we look at this image, what does it tell us? He's got a little bit of a stern look on his face, conveying that he is someone serious. But on the other hand, look at where the image was taken. It looks to be in his backyard or perhaps his garden, and you don't see him wearing a suit and tie. He doesn't appear to be a stuffy guy. He appears natural and relaxed, but serious and focused. There's a lot that comes out of that picture, and it helps to build rapport and trust and set a certain tone and expectation. Next, let's look at the way he breaks this page up. He uses headings, subheadings, and different font sizes intelligently to break up the structure of the page. All of that helps make the sales page more readable, instead of just one big bland block of text that becomes really hard to follow. People just lose interest far too quickly in today's instant gratification society, and they just won't read large blocks of text. However, using these captions, headings, and subheadings, he draws you in and gets you to continue reading through the page. As we move on in the example, now let's take a look at some of the other things that he does. Item number 7. You can see that he's added a testimonial in the middle of the page. This accomplishes a few different things. First of all, the testimonial shows social proof and it engages you. It also mixes up the fonts a little bit, and you can also see that he uses imagery and the person's name and high-quality references to set the tone. Clearly, someone who has been endorsed by Yahoo conveys a lot of credibility. That's a very powerful testimonial, and the way it is incorporated into the page helps to break up the flow of the text as well and keep you reading down the page. Lastly, look at how he concludes the page. Talk about hitting a home run. Rich just absolutely nails it. He does what most people completely miss on their About Us page, and that is, if you take the time to make this emotional connection with somebody on your About Us page, then do something with it. Turn your About Us page into a marketing opportunity. So look at item number 9. He's got a high quality free giveaway with professional graphics. Just having a graphic is not enough. It needs to be high quality. It needs to set the tone and the expectation. He's also got a features and benefits list for the product, and then, of course, the opt-in to capture the lead and add you onto his marketing list. Now, the one thing that I wanted to talk about that you can't see here is that the download that he gives you is extremely high quality. It is easily worth a couple of $100, and he gives it away for free. So when you read this Internet Business Manifesto, you develop a tremendous amount of respect for Rich, and that is exactly what he's trying to accomplish. So many people give away really low impact freebie downloads. They think that just giving something away is all it takes. And honestly, you're really hurting yourself by doing that. You're probably better off giving nothing away at all than to give away a cheesy download. Put something of value out there. Put something of quality that you'd feel comfortable selling at least the $97 price point. In fact, if you wouldn't feel comfortable selling your free giveaway for $97 to your own mom, then don't use that free giveaway, because it doesn't have enough value and it's not going to build that strong trust and rapport with your subscribers. So what could be better about this page? There's a couple of little minor details that I wanted to point out. He could have incorporated an audio or video for an even stronger emotional triggers and bonding. Audios and videos are more engaging and they form a stronger emotional bond, so that is one thing that could have improved this page. He could have put a simple audio beneath his photo that autoplayed maybe on a 15 or 20 second time delay after the page loaded, so that it would only play for people that are actually scrolling down and reading. Or he could have actually recorded a video to put on there instead. One word of caution though, poor video can actually hurt your results. So if you're not great at creating a quality video, you should either find someone that is, or perhaps just stick with a photo and audio combination instead. He could have also done a little bit more with the formatting. The only thing I would say is there are some parts at the top where it's a big block of text, and as we know, big blocks of text usually get ignored by people because they just get bored with it. So you need to incorporate some images, headings, subheadings, or quotes to break up the text a little bit more and keep people engaged and keep them scanning down the page from top to bottom. However, these are both fairly minor complaints compared to how many things are done right here. In conclusion, I want to say you can do this. It's not hard, so don't make this into a huge project. Create a small list of improvements you need to make, but take action and knock out a killer About Us page and turn it into a marketing opportunity.